happened last week during our main event. Jeff Patton came to the ring and took Golden Gladiator number 2 to the back. We saw him a few weeks ago talking to Money and Power, Redbeard. What is going on with Jeff Patton and all these people he's talking to?
Michael, it is just a crazy set of bedfellows that we've seen emerging here as Jeff Patton, who we've seen on the past in the program here, involved in nefarious dealings, but right now, between dealing with Money and Power and the Cartel, this is just absolutely insane.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. I'm Michael Elliott, joined by Redbeard as always, and again, joined by Stuart Snodgrass.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing this week?
Michael continues to be surrounded by nerds here, as he would say in the booth. But we're glad to have Stuart along with us and glad to have you joining us here on the program as we kick things off with a nice match here between Max Carnage and the rookie sensation Dre White.
Two exciting young talents that we are looking forward to seeing continue to develop here in NAWA. Dre White coming off of a huge upset a few weeks ago against King Craig Classic. Can he continue that winning streak here against Max Carnage?
Dre White is someone we've seen to continue to advance himself here. At one point in time was involved in tag team competition, has now grown and sprouted into something of a singles competitor. Looking to get one more notch in the belt there, as we say, Michael, by getting over here on Max Carnage. But we'll see if that is something he's able to do and continuing to improve his stock here in NAWA.
And Mr. White is a very hard worker, and he improves every time out, which is great.
He's been very close to getting that shot at the NAWA Heavyweight Championship, coming up just short in the Buddy Shea Memorial Tournament. You think with the win over King Craig Classic, he might be in the line for a shot at that NAWA Heavyweight Championship held by Thomas Extreme here in the future.
Potentially for sure here, but right now he's drawn an interesting challenge in the form of Max Carnage. We got a couple of creepy characters around the NAWA these days. Carnage is one of them there, you might as well say, Stuart.
He is very creepy.
I think he likes everybody to think he's creepy. He wants everyone to get creepy with him. But Dre White not getting creepy here on the program so far. He's just taking control of Max Carnage, just wrenching in that side headlock there on the ground.
Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned side headlock to wear down your opponent, putting all of his weight there onto the head and neck, cutting off airflow and also blood flow up to the brain there as well.
Right you are, Mr. Beard.
Momentum swinging in the way of the rookie sensation here as he puts a big shoulder into Carnage. Got a lot going for himself here in the opening parts of this contest. Building up some speed here as the rookie sensation, but there's Carnage taking him over in a side headlock of his own.
Now giving Dre White a dose of his own medicine is Max Carnage, as the roles have been reversed here in this match.
Yes, Max Carnage says, whatever you can do, I can do better.
And as he continues to wear down Dre White here, the fans get behind Dre. He's a huge fan favorite, very popular among the fans here at NAWA. Fans still getting to learn and know who Max Carnage is. We're going to find out if he can upset. People would say it would be an upset if he can defeat here Dre White here today.
For sure.
Yeah, it would definitely be an upset.
Ducking that clothesline attempt is Carnage, but eats a back elbow. My goodness.
1, 2.
2 count only, says our official. Max Carnage still got some energy in the tank there, some maybe getting a hand from those skeletons on his tights there. My goodness, as we said, creepy individual for sure, Stuart.
Yes, his pants look like he's being violated.
My goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Delivering a chop is Carnage there as well. My goodness.
The tide has turned. Mr. Carnage is on a roll. Uh-oh.
Snaps him over there now. Carnage, as you were saying, Stuart, definitely in control here now.
I'm surprised.
Definitely starting to show himself here for more than maybe just the creep we think he is. Showing some actual wrestling ability here and wrenching at the head and neck of the rookie sensation. Now that's an illegal maneuver there. My goodness.
That's not very nice, no.
No.
Max Carnage does not want to play Mr. Nice Guy anymore here. He's getting down to brass tacks here with Dre White. He knows that if he loses this match, he might be back on the bottom of the rankings here in NAWA. He knows how important a win against the rookie sensation would be if he can attain that here today.
Absolutely. Able to take him over there. Couldn't quite get him around with that offensive maneuver there, delivering a knee to the gut instead. Going for it again here. What's he got going here, Michael?
I don't know. He tried to go back for the same maneuver, but Dre White cuts him off with that clothesline.
Dre White punished him for that little scenario there with that clothesline.
Going right back to the cover. Only gets a 2 count there. Max Carnage looks dazed and confused. Dre White not sure what's going on here. He's going to take him. He's got him in a front face lock trying to get him.
Oh, man.
He hesitated and paid for it.
Just a clubbing blow there by Carnage. Now these two men jockeying for position still in this contest. Carnage going to try and shoot him across. Sunset flip by the rookie sensation. Carnage able to get on the ropes. Look at that.
The referee just kicked Max Carnage's hands off the top rope and gets the 3. Does the rookie sensation Dre White here in your opening contest this week. What a opener. We're going to take it to the back. CJ Bentley standing by with Jax N. Saine.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is the wild man, Jax N. Saine. Jax, the heavyweight champion, Thomas Extreme, has issued an open challenge to defend that title against anyone. Are you up to the challenge?
Thomas open challenge. Thomas Extreme has never stepped in the ring with a B-rated horror movie. Jax N. Saine. That belt will be Jax's because I will murder him. He will die in my hand, and I will hold his corpse as I...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week your main event is going to be King Craig Classic taking on NAWA heavyweight champion Thomas Extreme. But we just heard from Jax N. Saine, he's calling out for a championship shot. Myrick Moore has also been calling out for a championship shot, Redbeard. Can Thomas Extreme look past King Craig Classic to these other men that are calling him out, or does he need to be focused on what's going on next week?
Great set of scenarios, regardless, that our fans are going to enjoy for sure with those upcoming matches set to happen here in NAWA.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the highlights of what happened last week as Viva Las Amish came out to the ring after the Burt County boys won their 6-man tag team title match and attacked them. We're going to hear from the Burt County boys right now.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley here with the new North American Wrestling Alliance 6-man tag team champions. Guys, the competitors are already stepping up to the plate. Viva Las Amish has already put out the challenge.
Those are the guys that do the butter thing, right?
They're the 2 Amish guys and the guy from Vegas.
Hey. Danny Vegas.
Hey, what?
Vegas.
Really, it doesn't matter. Really, what does Amish chicken taste like?
Don't know, but we can try it.
Okay.
Hey, Amish, we're going to cook that chicken you bring to the ring. Danny Vega, you're going out just like you went to Vegas and lost all your money. You're going out just like the rest of the people.
What did he say?
Nothing.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Little Donnie, that's all he's got to say about that. But next week, the 6-man tag team titles are on the line in a handicap match as Viva Las Amish will challenge the Burt County boys to try and take those championships. But now it's down to the ring for your main event as the Cartel The NAWA Tag Team Champions are going to be defending the titles against Boogie Woogie Mickey Richards and Axel Jaggers, Stewart.
These two give me a headache.
And again, Adam James didn't win those tag team titles with Golden Gladiator number 2. It was actually Chris Thunder Anderson, but the Cartel with TC3 still having some control in the company, allowed to do as they please with the tag team titles and just switching out members. It's got to be playing head games with Axel and Boogie.
We got a Freebird rule here? Why didn't anybody tell me that?
As you said, Stuart, would seem to be a Freebird rules type scenario, but also worth pointing out we've stated.
So it's okay for him to talk about the Freebirds, but when I talk about the Freebirds, you get confused and lost.
That's because you call the Burke County boys the Von Erichs, the Harts, the Gagnes, and everybody in
I'm
between.
just explaining how great they are and what they mean to Burke County. Well, you goof, you don't understand. You don't know what an analogy is, just nerds.
Pick one and stick with it and not use 97 of them. But as you see here, the opponents of the Cartel on their way to the ring, Boogie Richards and Axel Jaggers, looking to make a big-time impact here on the tag team scene in NAWA.
Well, the numbers are even. They're not in the favor of the Cartel. You don't see Chris Thunder Anderson out here after being laid out last week by Johnny Ryder. It's going to be a fair fight, it seems to be, as the tag team titles are on the line. Can we see new champions as Axel Jaggers and Boogie Woogie Richards look to take what's most precious to the Cartel, the tag team championships?
That's very insightful, Michael. The fact that it's 2-on-2, I give the advantage to Boogie Richards and Axel Jaggers.
And you got to throw in the factor that Adam James and Golden Gladiator number 2 have never really been a tag team, so the responsibility of the tag team titles is basically on a brand new tag team, Redbeard.
Absolutely. The combination of elements here presents an advantage for Boogie and Axel Jaggers. One thing you have to point out as well is the fact that these men are on a roll. They've got a lot of momentum coming in this matchup here. And without Anderson at the sidelines for the Cartel, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens as this match carries on. It always seems as though there's some moment in every match that involves the Cartel where one of their flunkies, I'll go ahead and say, manages to put a chink in things and create an unfair contest.
We're not sure the condition of Chris Thunder Anderson after being laid out by Johnny Ryder last week. Maybe he's got a concussion. Maybe that's why he's not here at ringside. We're not sure exactly his condition, where he's at, but you also have to remember there are more than one Golden Gladiator. There's 2 and 3. And George South is also involved with this Cartel. They could appear at any time.
One thing I was going to point out, in weeks past, we sort of jokingly mentioned the different color of tights that the Golden Gladiators are wearing. We saw one in yellow, we saw one in white, now we have one in green. Are we up to at least 3 Golden Gladiators now?
I think that they should be numbered. We need to talk to the powers that be, and we need to get numbers on his mask or on his tights or something.
I agree. Much like with football and other professional sports, it would be much to our advantage to actually know which one we're dealing with here.
Well, Axel Jaggers has numbers on his attire, and he is Philippians 4:13.
He's
413.
He's representing his faith, no less there, Michael. That's a different scenario.
I got you.
As we continue to break into this contest here now.
But he is numbered.
Well, that's true. But he's also a very unique individual, as he's not wearing a mask, Michael.
That's Bobby Jaggers 413.
Right. Now the fans in attendance giving the business to the Cartel members at ringside. Folks, we appreciate you
I
continuing
wonder how many people's heads that went over that reference went.
Probably a few, but folks,
There is a lot of intelligent people listening to this broadcast.
folks, we appreciate you tuning into the broadcast, as Stuart was saying there, and also continuing to come to our live events as well. Folks, follow us on social media. That way you'll know whenever we're going to be making an appearance in your part of the world.
And again, if you've missed any episodes of NAWA Championship Wrestling, go back to YouTube on the archives. We are getting close to hitting 100 episodes here, and we thank you for your support and for tuning in every Saturday at noon if you watch us live, or if you catch us later on. We are very thankful for you watching and supporting NAWA Championship Wrestling.
Hard to imagine we've been sitting here in this booth for 100 episodes anymore.
Well,
We
it's
haven't
been
heard each other physically yet. maybe emotionally, but not physically.
Look at the impressive Axel Jaggers delivering that fireman's carry to Golden Gladiator number 2 there. Again, neither one of these teams has actually ever been a tag team before. First time teaming for both teams, and the tag team championships are on the line as Golden Gladiator number 2 gets that headlock in, bounces right off of the big man, and down to the mat goes GG2.
As you said, Michael, Jaggers is definitely a big man.
Yeah, GG2 might be overmatched against Axel Jaggers.
I would say so, Stuart.
Axel Jaggers is an impressive athlete. We know he has an athletic background in collegiate football and amateur wrestling. He's doing pretty well here in the ranks of pro wrestling. But can he claim his first championship here with Boogie Richards? Golden Gladiator 2 slyly kicks him in the stomach, taking him out of control. Whoop. Reversal. And again, the big man taking GG2 right off of his feet there.
He's going to have to rethink his strategy.
Absolutely, Jaggers, they're showing he doesn't need shoulder pads to put a big impact into someone like Golden Gladiator. Look at this now, Adam James into the match. Oh, wow. Big back body drop there by Jaggers.
Axel Jaggers showing off his impressive feet here, taking the former champion off of his feet a couple of times, and smartly to the floor goes Adam James.
Adam James needs a breather here now. Suddenly getting taken out of commission almost, you might as well say.
Axel Jaggers cleaning the ring.
My goodness.
He's so impressive so far.
Cartel suddenly not sure what to do with themselves as they found a...
Oh, wait a minute. There's Chris Thunder Anderson
Whoa.
out to the ringside area now, huddling up with his Cartel members, discussing some strategy. And now the numbers game belongs to the Cartel. Axel Jaggers and Boogie Richards are going to have to watch their backs as this match progresses, Redbeard.
Anderson may not have been quite as debilitated as we thought there now, as this numbers game suddenly has swung in favor of the Cartel. My goodness. One thing we were hoping we were going to have here in this contest was a fair fight, and now you have to question whether or not that's going to be even possible.
Well, if Axel Jaggers has anything to say about it, he's going to control the match from inside the squared circle as he works over the arm of Adam James. Next to perfect, not looking so perfect against Axel Jaggers here.
I have high hopes for Jaggers and Richards, but now that they're outmanned, it seems the tide might have turned.
I have to hope that referee Trayton Bigelow can continue to take advantage of things and maintain control of this matchup. Now Boogie Richards comes in and puts a boot to Adam James. Nice back elbow there. Cover. 2 count only, says referee Bigelow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Pig thirst, many professionals reach for the smooth taste of Mellow Yellow.
Woo, baby, Mellow Yellow, the taste that beats Mountain Dew.
And now, Mellow Yellow has pictures and all the facts on your favorite NWA wrestlers. Ric Flair, Sting, the Road Warriors.
And even my pretty face.
Head to your favorite store and collect all 12.
Woo! Take it from Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Make the Mellow Yellow move.
I have to say, impressive continuity on display thus far by both of these teams. You know, Michael, we questioned whether or not they would be able to get along with one another for this, as you said, tag team title match. Now Boogie looks to have been isolated in the corner of the Cartel. Eats a big right hand. My goodness.
He needs to get out of harm's way.
Absolutely. Now tagging in Golden Gladiator number 2, we believe.
He's concentrating on the shoulder area and the elbow.
Strategic advantage there now on display by Golden Gladiators. He's using that bottom rope as a weapon to further put torque on that elbow. Now look at this, Anderson. Oh my gosh.
And all it takes is for the referee to turn his back for just 1 second for the third member of the Cartel to strike, and Boogie Richards is paying the price as head official Trayton Bigelow was distracted. Not only was a rake to the eyes, and now just working him over in the corner is Golden Gladiator number 2. Boogie Richards is in some serious trouble, but he's fighting back here. Oh, and right back to that arm.
Oh gosh, just raking the back there too is Golden Gladiator. My goodness.
He is relentless.
He is, you know, we have to say all the things that we've added here about Golden Gladiator somewhat jokingly, he is a rabid individual when it comes to fighting in that ring, willing to do whatever it takes to win. And now next to perfect, Adam James back in there, just toying with Boogie Richards there, putting the boot in the back of the head of Richards, going back to that arm as well, Michael.
I was worried about their experience together, Adam James and Golden Gladiator #2, but they seem to form a cohesive unit.
Definitely looks that way, Stuart. Now,
Oh, wait
what
a
is
minute.
this?
Jeff Patton is back out here at ringside during the match of Golden Gladiator #2, and they're giving each other a thumbs up and a handshake. And there it goes to the back again. Jeff Patton, what is going on between Jeff Patton and the Golden Gladiator #2? And also, he's been talking with Money and Power as well, guys.
That can't be good. I need to research this.
Jeff Patton being involved at all in one of these teams is trouble, but the fact that he's seemingly involved with both Money and Power and the Cartel, Michael, I'm very concerned at this point in time.
You got to question where the head of the Golden Gladiator #2 is at right now, as he stepped away from this tag team championship match to go discuss business. But in comes Axel Jaggers, referee not seeing the tag, and now Boogie Richards has been worked over in the corner of the Cartel, and he is paying the ultimate price here, just getting beaten and worked over and choked, as Axel Jaggers needs to get back to the corner so his partner can get some relief.
The Cartel is like a pack of wolves. They just keep attacking and dominating their opponent with their numbers.
As if you almost described a wolf pack there, Stuart, as they're a group of hyenas just preying on Boogie Richards here, just picking him apart down to the bones almost. And the Cartel looks to be like they're going to be walking out of here as the NAWA Tag Team Champions still, if it keeps going at this pace, Redbeard.
But Boogie's still got the support of the fans, though, as they were chanting his name a moment ago. But look at this here now. The two members of the Cartel almost toying with Richards. James shooting him across, but Richards able to reverse it. Gets a kick, and now series of right hands, flip-flopping and flying. Look at that.
Here we go. Mr. Richards is 1, 2.
Dives instinctively on top of James for that cover, but not able to get it going. Now look at this crossface by Adam James. Horribly painful maneuver.
He is a ring tactician.
Isolated there in the middle of the ring is Richards, not able to get anywhere near his tag team partner. My goodness.
That crossface is next to perfect.
It certainly is.
Well, that is his nickname, his moniker. He prides himself on his abilities inside the squared circle, does Adam James, and he is on full display here as Golden Gladiator #2 drops a fist, a forearm right across the elbow of Boogie Richards. And again, he is paying the price of having that arm destroyed as the Cartel continues to keep the ring cut in half, and not being able to make the tag to his partner Axel Jaggers here is really starting to play a factor. But Boogie Richards fighting as much as he can here.
Very impressive display by Boogie Richards, taking advantage of whatever opportunity he's been able to find here. Oh, wow, double clothesline.
All I know is they're in big trouble once Axel Jaggers gets in the ring.
Jaggers, as you said, Stuart, just chomping at the bit there, waiting with bated breath to try and get into this matchup.
Well, he's got to make the tag for that to happen legally. Can Boogie Richards reach out and make the tag? Can he touch him? He touches Axel Jaggers, and in comes the big man laying down the Cartel left and right, clotheslines here and there.
I told you, he just needed to get it in the ring. Now he's clearing house.
That's right. Now facing off with Adam James as Jaggers. James pushes him on the ropes, shoots him across. Oh, big time right hand there. Almost looked like a heart punch almost from James.
And Boogie Richards and Golden Gladiator #2 fighting in the corner. Chaos is breaking loose here in this championship match. Look at Thunder Anderson, that hand behind his back. He had that loaded glove on that was used last week.
What in the world?
Oh, here we go. Can he hit it? Belly to belly from Axel Jaggers.
Wow.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. One. No. Golden Gladiator #2 saves the tag team championships for the Cartel, but look on the outside, Redbeard.
He's got that glove tucked and ready to go. It's cocked like the hammer on a gun here, Michael. My goodness, Boogie Richards trying to get something going. Oh, God, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Now, 1, 2,
And he holds the tights for good measure.
Adding insult to injury almost there, as you said, Stuart, the Cartel victorious in defending the NAWA Tag Team titles.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have this week. We'll see you right here next week